I know that most people my age will waste their coming 5 years, and here's why. I can tell you one thing for certain: we don't get our time back. Either we use it or we lose it. So that is why I decided to show you precisely how most people are losing their time and how I've escaped that trap. There's one certain pattern that I see daily. I get my DMs flooded with young guys that are hungry, wanting to hustle, but they all tell me, how do I get started? I answer them, but then they never return. I see a lot of people scrolling on Instagram, TikTok or YouTube for hours, watching tutorials on how you can build something, scrolling on Instagram carousels, reading about how they can start a business model to generate a full-time income in 3 hours of work. I see people watch IG reels trying to get motivation about going to the gym, but instead they just scroll past and watch the next video. Absolutely zero depth. In today's world, I can see that everyone is building something, but it's all just buzz. It's busy work. It's not good enough. I also see a lot of people trying to perfect their Notion templates, trying to build out a good system for handling productivity, but they're doing no actual work. Like, where's the product? What's the plan to harvest the fruits of your labor? Like, what are you actually going to do? I see many people buying courses on, for instance, dropshipping, e-commerce. They spend a lot of money and they end up maybe watching one mastermind and having one face-to-face call with the course owner every day, and then they might even have time to set up their own store, but that's only like 3 hours in a day that they spend actually working. But then they have so much dopamine, then they feel so pleased with themselves, so that they just spend the whole evening just playing League of Legends or Minecraft every single day. And you know that you are doing this. It's not laziness, it's worse. It's no clarity. Everyone is out there learning and hungry to make something of their lives. People are behaving like that hustle is a full circle motion, a loop, instead of a ladder. Actually, in 2 days, I'm going to drive from Sweden to Como for a vacation. But imagine if instead of driving a straight road, I would go in a circle. So it would be like me going to Copenhagen and then going back home just to think that I'm somehow going to arrive in my destination in Como. Or a more applicable example, maybe you need to have clients. So you spend all day every day studying the perfect outreach methods while still you're not doing any outreach. You can hear how delusional that is. You think that in some magic way you're going to achieve success, not by doing the work, but by thinking you're doing the work while doing something else. So I go ahead to the real talk. You think that you have time, but you don't. I'm 19. You're maybe 19 as well, and that is your edge. But it doesn't mean that you can take success for granted. You have time, but you don't have enough. If you don't leverage the time that you have right now, you're going to end up like the 30-year-old starter pack founder. 3 half-completed projects, 0 cash flow, and absolutely 0 identity. So 2 years ago, when I started this journey, I came to the decision that I'm going to build a system. I don't run on a grind it all schedule. I run on structure. I don't wake up every single day thinking or feeling, what do I want to do with the day? Do I feel like doing client delivery or do I think like doing outreach? I don't wake up and guess. I wake up and fucking execute on my schedule. Every automation that I make, every agent that I build equals hours I don't work, but that's also the case for my clients. My idea with my business is to make AI automate business processes so that my client can focus on running their business instead of generating leads. I recently worked with a contractor, and this contractor told me that I have a kid on the way. I need to fucking get leads. But his field is like building fences, not building relationships on the internet. So that's where I'm training AI to build him systems, allowing him to focus on his craft, not him to focus on my craft, because that's expected with every entrepreneur that isn't working with someone like me, but instead giving him the freedom to focus on his family and also building his craft so that he can focus and providing for his family. So the harsh reality, I'm not building a business just from pure grind. I'm building a machine that will, in God's good time, pay me while I think. So I have my daily blueprint that essentially looks like I wake up 5:30, I pray, I shower, I head to the gym, I'm back at 7, 7:30 I start work. I typically have my whole day planned out, and then I just execute on that plan. It's that simple, and it truly works because I bought back my time by building systems. I own my hours and I control my wealth equation. You literally have two different options. Either you stay in the loop, you scroll, you save posts, and you get stuck in the I'll start once type of category. Or option 2, you build yourself a structure. You install a vision and you create leverage. I'm 19, I live at home, but I build an empire. Every hour equals a compounding movement that's taking me a step toward my vision. But I can tell you all, in 3 years, every hour I spend working is going to take me 4 or 5 steps towards my vision. Just because I have the systems in place and I'm willing to play the long game. And if I can do this, so can you. But only if you stop chasing 5 different visions at the same time. And only focus is mastering one simple system. There's no fancy get rich quick scheme. It's just work and discipline. Without said, in 5 years, you're either going to say, thank God I started, or how did this happen? My name is Lowe. I'm the founder of Engage Growth, where we build systems using AI to help business owners focus on their core craft. And I'm documenting my journey from being a silly teenager to becoming the world's greatest AI entrepreneur. I'm not going to teach like a high school teacher. Rather, I'm going to show you all my blueprint in actual motion. And I can tell you that there's a tribe forming. So make sure that you stay up to date with the latest news and that you hit the subscribe button. Thank you.